Unlocking the power of nonverbal communication. Imagine walking into a job interview. Before a word is spoken, you sense the interviewer's disinterest. A glance at the clock, a slouched posture. Now think back to a time when you instinctively knew someone was lying, even though their words sounded convincing. This is the silent power of body language. It speaks louder than words ever can. Body language isn't just about reading others. It's a two-way street. It's also about how you project yourself to influence and connect with those around you. Politicians, for example, are masters of this. Their confident gestures, steady eye contact, and open postures make them appear trustworthy and engaging. Let me share a personal story. A few years ago, I presented a business proposal to a potential client. I believed in my ideas, but I was nervous. My voice wavered and I avoided eye contact, staring at the floor instead. The client's body language shifted. Their arms crossed and their eyes glazed over. I didn't make the impact I had hoped for, and it was clear why. My body language was undermining my message. So how do we harness this powerful tool? Let's dive in. Chapter 1. Mastering the Art of Confidence. Think about the leaders you admire. Steve Jobs and Oprah Winfrey. What do they all have in common? They exude confidence through their posture. They stand tall, with their shoulders back and their heads held high. Their body language communicates that they're in control and fully present. Want to project the same confidence? Start with your posture. The next time you walk into a room, stand tall. Relax your shoulders. Keep your chin up and maintain a calm but engaged demeanor. These small adjustments can transform how others perceive you. Watch a TED Talk by a skilled speaker, and you'll notice this in action. Pay attention to how they shift their posture as they emphasize key points. Leaning in slightly, using open gestures, and maintaining an inviting stance. This nonverbal communication is as important as the words they speak. Chapter 2. The language of hands and eyes. Have you ever noticed how a teacher uses hand gestures to emphasize a point? Or how a salesperson's open hand movements make them seem approachable? Your hands can be powerful tools for communication. Next time you're in a conversation, avoid fidgeting or crossing your arms. Instead, use deliberate open hand gestures. For instance, showing your palms conveys honesty and openness. Then there's eye contact, a cornerstone of connection. Imagine a salesperson who avoids looking at you. Trust immediately plummets, right? But if they make natural eye contact and smile while listening, you feel seen and valued. Here's a tip. Instead of staring intensely, try looking at the other person's forehead or the space between their eyebrows. This approach feels natural and less intimidating. Chapter 3. Decoding facial expressions. Our faces are open books, often revealing emotions we'd rather keep hidden. Micro-expressions, those fleeting subconscious facial cues, can betray how someone truly feels. If you've ever seen the show Lie to Me, you've witnessed how these subtle expressions can expose hidden emotions. Think about a smile. It's universally associated with positivity and openness. Now contrast that with a furrowed brow or a clenched jaw, clear signs of tension or frustration. You've likely picked up on these signals in meetings or interviews without even realizing it. Be mindful of your own facial expressions too. Your face might be sending unintended messages. Practice in front of a mirror or record yourself speaking. You'll be surprised by what you discover. Chapter 4. Building rapport through body language. Ever notice how you and a close friend seem to mirror each other's movements? This natural synchronization creates a sense of connection. It's called mirroring, and it's a powerful tool for building rapport. When used intentionally, mirroring can help you establish trust and understanding. Subtly match the other person's posture, gestures, or even tone of voice. For example, if they're leaning forward, lean forward slightly too. If they're speaking softly, adjust your tone to match theirs. The key here is authenticity. Overdoing it can come across as insincere or even manipulative. Let the mirroring happen naturally, and you'll create a genuine sense of connection. Chapter 5. The Power of Personal Space. Have you ever felt uncomfortable when someone stood too close to you? Personal space matters. It's an unspoken boundary that, when respected, can make interactions more comfortable and positive. When you're speaking to someone, observe their reaction to your proximity. If they lean back or step away, they might feel crowded. Give them space. On the flip side, leaning in slightly when someone is sharing something important can show engagement and empathy. Understanding and respecting personal space can instantly improve your connections. Chapter 6. Using movement to command attention. Have you ever watched a speaker who stood completely still? It probably felt flat and unengaging. Movement can help you command attention and highlight important points. When presenting, avoid pacing aimlessly. Instead, use purposeful movements. Step forward when making a key point or shift slightly to engage different sections of an audience. This dynamic use of space adds energy to your presence. In conversations, simple movements like nodding or leaning forward at the right moments show attentiveness and connection. Chapter 7. Mastering the smile and tone of voice. A warm smile can disarm even the most skeptical person. It signals openness, friendliness, and approachability. Combine this with the right tone of voice, and you can significantly influence how others perceive you. For example, when delivering good news, pair a smile with a lighter, upbeat tone. If you're discussing something serious, let your tone become calmer and slower to match the mood. Practice balancing your facial expressions with your tone. The two should work together to convey the message you want. Whether it's confidence, compassion, or authority, your body speaks before you do. Body language is a silent yet powerful tool. From mastering confident postures to using eye contact, personal space, and purposeful movements, your nonverbal cues can shape how others perceive you. Remember, it's not just about understanding others. It's about consciously using your body language to get what you want. Next time you're in a meeting, on a date, or presenting an idea, pay attention to the signals you're sending. With practice, you'll discover how to use body language to influence, connect, and succeed. What are your thoughts? Share your experiences or techniques in the comments below. And if you found this helpful, don't forget to like and subscribe for more insights.